Some of us, okay, may even dye our petals white so we can fit in. Some of us may even rip a few of our petals off so we can fit in. Some of us won't accept being the rose. Welcome to the first episode of Let's Get Rich. I'm your host, Yahlil Lakwame, and today I want to talk to you about the importance of knowing your value. Yes, it's imperative for you to know your value if you aim to offer something different to the world, something unique to the marketplace. You're going to have to first know what separates you from the rest of the world. Okay? For you to know your difference, for you to know your value, you're going to have to know your worth. Okay? You're going to have to know your contribution to life, your contribution to the world. For you to know this, you're going to also have to know your purpose. Okay? But knowing your purpose is just as easy as it sounds. Okay? We spend a lot of our life dancing around the idea of purpose, the idea of destiny. Okay? But it's in my opinion, we don't have to learn our purpose. Purpose isn't something we have to seek out for. We don't have to find it. Purpose is something we must accept. So until you accept your purpose, okay, you won't entertain your value. You won't entertain your worth. Okay? Just imagine if I was the rose. Okay? If I was the rose and I spent most of my time, right, dressing and pretending like I wasn't the rose, like I was another flower. Okay? Because a lot of us pretend to be other things than the roses we are. Okay? So we'll try to fit in the groups with the dandelions and the groups with the daisies. Okay? Some of us, even during dandelion season, when we know the dandelion leaves are turning white, some of us, okay, may even dye our petals white so we can fit in. Some of us may even rip a few of our petals off so we can fit in. Some of us won't accept being the rose, okay? Until one day, there'll be a need for a rose. There'll be a need for a fragrance, a need for a certain essence, a need for a certain oil that only this rose can deliver, okay? And at that point, that's when life is asking you to be yourself. But sometimes we miss these opportunities, okay? And we oftentimes blame other things in life for us missing these opportunities. Okay? I just want you to imagine that you are indeed this rose, okay? At some time or another, or maybe at one time or another, or maybe even someone you know, okay? All of us know people who pretend to be other flowers than the rose. All of us know these roses, right? But more importantly, some of us have been these roses at different times, okay? I remember when I was younger, I used to go to the basketball courts with my friends, okay? Everybody used to play basketball in my city. I'm from Philadelphia. So everybody played basketball in their idle time, okay? I didn't. I wanted to read. I wanted to discover new ways to create my inventions. I wanted to discover new ways to be wealthy, okay? But at that time, I didn't want to accept what I was. I didn't even know how to accept what I was. This is why I guide people into acceptance, okay? But I didn't want to accept who I was, so what I do? I joined basketball teams, okay? I went and put myself in insecure situations, trying to be the other flowers, trying to be the other plants. And in all reality, I just had to be myself. Because you know what happened? You know what happened as the years grew by? I became the teacher, okay? And the other flowers wanted to learn from the rose. Gladly, I accepted that I was a rose, okay? Because had I not, okay, then how would this relationship have turned? You see, a lot of people in your life are there for you to do a particular thing, or there for you to perform a particular act. You have an act in this grand scheme you call a show. We call our lives, okay? And in this particular life, it's imperative for the lead character to understand who they are, okay? So if you understand who you are via accepting your purpose, okay, you can begin utilizing the vehicles of self-worth, the vehicles of value to add more value to your life, to create more generational wealth, okay? Because once you know your value, you're going to be courageous or become more courageous as you practice bravery, okay, when it comes down to you asking life for what you want. Yes, closed mouths don't get fed. Closed mouths don't get fed, but let's imagine the closed mouth and the energy that the closed mouth have. The closed mouth is insecure about opening its mouth about a particular thing. Why is this? Because the closed mouth might not have accepted its purpose yet. Okay? When you begin at accepting purpose, okay, value right around the corner. Value isn't far. Okay? Then you begin knowing your value. When the rose begin accepting the rose, then the rose begin realizing no one can create this smell. No one can create this feeling. They say when you wake up, smell the roses. They didn't say when you wake up, smell the dandelion. Okay? They didn't say when you wake up, smell the echinacea. When you wake up, you were supposed to smell the roses. So when you accept being the rose, everybody gonna get to smell those roses, but you're gonna have to first smell those roses, the ones of truth. Okay? Like, comment, share if you receive from this video, and stay tuned for the next one. Until next time.